With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one
Need
away.
some coins or MT for that God Squad, you both?
In Madden Ultimate Team. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled in the end zone comes Johnson. They go play action here on first down. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Throwing on first down. Bledsoe buying time to his left. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes a flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Back to throw. Bledsoe. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. Then into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Bledsoe. That one complete to Okoye. And some space here. Touchdown. Christian Okoye. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bats are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the catch made by Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. Deacon Jones. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
4th down, here's Jackson. Got a man complete, Calvin Johnson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Reggie White, what a force. Got back there for the sack. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson airing this one out for Fitzgerald. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Seven, our score after 1. 13 now. They work on 1st and 10. Inside give to Dickerson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's brought down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll try to run for it here with Dickerson. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Packers have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. But when you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And some room to roam now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Play clock at 3. We'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Dickerson on the handoff. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Bledsoe. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bledsoe. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
action. Bledsoe. And he's going to go down again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Jackson now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Reggie White able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this 2nd half.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 56 yards. And the Bats have got it back to within a score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Tries to force it to Megatron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. He finds some open field here. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Jackson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor.
And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now Jackson. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's got a man. It's the tight end, Casper. And he is going to have a Packers first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. And this is caught at the 20.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now it's Jackson. Touchdown, Packers. Calvin Johnson, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Looking to throw. Bledsoe. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Chris McAllister. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
A carry for Dickerson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's Eric Dickerson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll run now with Dickerson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Throwing, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Tucker's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry. Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They'll look to throw. That one complete to Okoye. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
He's back to throw.
He's got Johnson, and he's brought down. They took a big shot there. It pays off. A solid gain downfield.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Back to throw.
Again, it's Johnson.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And this one is right down the middle. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the 3rd drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing? But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return. You can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane.
Both offenses sputtering a little bit here in overtime, Charles, but give credit to the defenses and certainly credit to them on that last play. That is a huge interception.
I will absolutely do that. They deserve the credit because They forced a punt on the opening drive of overtime. You know no one wants to give up the ball in OT. And now you have them back out there knowing that it only takes a field goal to win this game. Big-time defensive plays being made.
Throwing to start the drive. Bledsoe. Here's Johnson with a reception.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one goes for 24 yards. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
He's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Well, sometimes you read a defense thinking pass rush, and you see them all in those sprinter stances. You think you can give that quick hitter to the fullback and have it go for 7, 8, 9 yards, but not that time. They stuffed him before he could get back to the line of scrimmage.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. On 4th down, Bledsoe. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now, Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Well, in tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man.
Here's Jackson.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Man, what a battle. I mean, what a game this has turned out to be, Charles, as we're going to have now a 5th drive here in overtime.
I don't know how they're doing it out there because the focus, the concentration, that has to stay as high as the intensity, and it's hard to do with how hard-hitting this game has been. But at this point, you've got kicking in your background. Can you go down there and put one through the post so we can all go home?
I don't think they want me down there, but of course we've said it multiple times. That's all it takes right now, 3 to win it.
Well, you don't often see a lot of 1st down carries by a fullback, and this is probably why. Often better suited for short yards and goal line types of situations. This last carry went for a loss.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going. And points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. On the give, this is their fullback. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Second down and 5. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Bledsoe. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They go play action here on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
He's going to look deep for more. And this is taken in at the 5.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Herman Moore, 54 yards.
And the Raiders are on the board first here in Vegas.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down.
Open man downfield is Johnson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Jackson to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone for a Raider touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. On 3rd and 2, Bledsoe. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights and where he was looking to throw. He positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Yo, I don't know if you can hear me, but honestly, Ted Hendricks, honestly, is just the best. He's the best player in the game. I might as well just quick sell my whole team and just go get Hendricks. I mean, right? Because that was a touchdown. Why is he reacting to that? Holy cow.
And now the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bledsoe. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, we're pretty early in this contest, and with one interception already thrown, when that ball was tipped in the air, I think he had to be wondering, could this be a second one, and was already battling in his mind how to handle it.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety, Cam Chancellor. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Honestly, this guy's the best player in the game. Maybe if I high pass that, is that tutty? I don't know. That's crazy.
As this one's in the air. Pulls it in at the 13.
Who's that?
Much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Who knows? Let's go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start
if
this next drive.
If he's in a press, the slant should be open, right?
Throwing after the interception. Bledsoe firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete
What if I do
passes.
this? Is it gonna turn it over? No? This might be a dot.
Off the play fake. Bledsoe will get that to his tight end, Casper. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes.
There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Calvin Johnson, 61 yards. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Oh my gosh.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
See my guy, is it 89? That's my guy.
Jackson on first down.
Okay, so
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Jackson. Throw offside complete. That's Lynch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
To throw again is Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents it from making another catch to his big start.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown. Donald Peril from 10 yards out. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
I'm in another
Tucker
game,
with the
bro.
extra
Holy cow.
point. And the lead now up to 14.
So
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
could be kind of buzzing.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Bledsoe escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Off the play fake. Bledsoe. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Off play action. Bledsoe.
Don't take it
And for
for
the
6,
3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked
Bro,
by
why is
Ted
Hendricks the
Hendricks.
best part in the game?
20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a
Hendricks is
score.
crazy, bro. Holy cow.
This defense, 3 interceptions now. And Charles, obviously that one for the pick 6. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after a partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question, and neither is another pick 6.
This drive.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is
You're
away.
getting destroyed. Come on.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
All right, come on. No. Jesus fucking Christ. So who's over here?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield.
No rig?
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I can't
As
throw that
expected,
over.
he's gone to him several
Rig.
times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
For what?
And for the
Why is
it
it coming over to the right?
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question, because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 15. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Champ Bailey. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. After the interception, here's Jackson. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Donald Parham with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Who is in Stoney, bro? This guy's good.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
He's good.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Oh, we're good at him, too. He's just agony.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On first down, Bledsoe. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Herman Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Jackson. Got a man complete, Calvin Johnson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Again, Jackson. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Off the play fake. Bledsoe.
No.
And now here's another interception. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown Raiders. Down 50 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Stop.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this is caught. Herman Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Bledsoe. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's the tight end, Casper. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They go quickly here out to Moore. Touchdown! Herman Moore from 6 yards away. And the Raiders get a bit closer.
So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, Lynch. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. And now Waller going to have a chance to run this. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They hand off to their big tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
I can't run with this.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And my goodness, another interception.
If I can stop him.
And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jackson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Lynch. down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They run again on first down, Lynch. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now Jackson. That is caught. It's Kevin Johnson. And he's going to...
Papa Bane. He's out, man. Lay down. Dixie, what is wrong with you? Dixie, come here.
There's no wait time for COD. At least for me, there wasn't. I'm literally in game right now, and I just started it. There's no wait time for COD.
Did you mean Overwatch? Second game was bad. I lost by 7. Could have been worse. Going into third game right now.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
People are doing really bad, so I'm actually ranked 473 right now.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
A lot of people are 1-1.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Room here to run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Bledsoe. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On is the punter,
That's smart.
Johnston now as
trying to
he
get some
sends
games
this
done
one
now.
away. Johnson on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Same shit.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Now he's not.
Back to throw. Bledsoe. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. To throw on 3rd down. Bledsoe trying to fit it in.
Hayes played that?
Intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a
Wow.
touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh.
There's my one mistake. That's all I'm
This time,
making.
the defense benefited.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
I gotta
It's
win
now
this.
a
Gotta win
7-0
this.
game. So they throw
Come on.
the pick
This
six.
guy's
They'll
not
get
good.
another
We can
shot
stop
at
him
it
on
now
defense
as
easily.
this
We gotta
one's in the
score.
air.
Score this fucking ball now.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
That's all right. Okay. Let's go back over here to
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Throwing after the interception. Bledsoe. Flush to his right. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
Patterson running between the tackles. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Off the play fake. Bledsoe. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
For RB, I'm going to put him on.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Deacon Jones, the Hall of Famer, there on the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on second down. Bledsoe. That one complete to Okoye. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. That one good for 14 yards. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one.
Okay, so let's do this.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw. Bledsoe. Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Guess who made the tackle? Yes, Reggie White.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking to throw on second down. Bledsoe. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On third down, Bledsoe.
Oh,
that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the 8-time Pro Bowler, Steve Atwater. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But it's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. From the gun on third down, Bledsoe. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Let's go.
A give to the fullback on the dime.
Oh, come
and a
on.
short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw on second down. Bledsoe. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On 1st and 10, Bledsoe. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Bledsoe. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Back to throw again. And he's got the hook up for the first time with Herman Moore. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Off play action. Bledsoe escaping the pressure.
That's
right.
good.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Hey, what?
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Takes it at the 7. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dave Casper, 75 yards.
And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Six yards left on second down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Bledsoe. This is brought in by Casper. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey.
And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 15. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bledsoe.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Bledsoe. It's complete to Fitzgerald. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
from 21 yards away. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Tucker with the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. (17-17) the score, all even to this point as the kick's away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Back to throw. Bledsoe. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He's got Casper over the middle. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun, Bledsoe looking middle, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Throwing on 1st down. Bledsoe. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th.
Throwing after the interception. Bledsoe dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st down, Bledsoe. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw on 3rd down. Bledsoe. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Casper. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Finding more on the out route for the completion. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders!
Christian Okoye
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Bledsoe. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And he got it. Justin Tucker boots it through and plays the role of hero. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end.
Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner, and let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Moss. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 8 now. Now it's Jackson. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Throwing to start the drive. Bledsoe. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 29 yards. And the Bats put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the
touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bats are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
A clash of 2 of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On 1st and 10, Bledsoe. His throw incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Bledsoe. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Bledsoe. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man. Complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Patterson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Off play action. Bledsoe. He's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Dave Casper. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On play action, Rodgers. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy checkdowns. Some guys, they're better off throwing it down.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. On the give, this is their fullback. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
They'll try and run with their fullback. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Looking to throw. Bledsoe. That one complete to Okoye. And he's got some space here. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Christian Okoye. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. And when they called that play, I'm not sure they expected it to go all the way to the end zone. Nice little reward, though.
Without a doubt, and sometimes I think the offensive line gets a little bit more inspiration when they know that guy's going to get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. They want to reward him for all that good blocking he does as well.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Well, now how about this return? And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On play action, now Rodgers.
Open man downfield is Johnson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Now Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety.
What? What? Why haven't I got my Overwatch 1 skins yet?
Hey guys, it's Bro You Back, and do you ever wish you could have your cosmetic items from your old console accounts? Well, today is a very exciting to the code on the website. The next time you log into Overwatch, you'll be prompted to confirm that these are the accounts that you want to merge together. And bada bing, bada boom, you have showing you how you can connect a Battle.net account with your console Overwatch account so that you can use it and take all of your progression into Overwatch 2. Now this is in light of an article that playoverwatch.com posted on their website talking about cross progression that is coming to Overwatch 2. Now there is an FAQ going through all of these steps and information that you need to know how to connect a Battle.net account going into Overwatch 2 when the game comes out in October. Now, this video is designed so that you can do it in-game without having to go through necessary steps. And then you can just do that, and then just, all you got to do is just leave it alone and wait until Overwatch 2, and then you'll have everything there when Overwatch 2 comes out. Now, this is assuming that you are somebody that is watching this video who has a Battle.net account and your console game, wherever you are, PlayStation, Xbox, or Nintendo Switch, it knows something about it. If you are somebody who plays on console, but you do not have a Battle.net account, you need to make a Battle.net account, because without one, you won't be able to connect that console account with your Battle.net account, and then you won't be able to take all of your progression into Overwatch 1 and into Overwatch 2. So without doing that, you won't be able to do it. So assuming that you are somebody who already has a Battle.net account and you want to confirm.
Alright, man. I'm gonna head to Woodward, buddy.
All right, Dad.
You gonna be here tomorrow?
Yeah, my tournament starts back up at 12. I did really good. I'm like 30 spots away from qualifying.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Alright, well, I'm gonna head that way, man. It's a little bit of a drive.
All right.
But I'll see you tomorrow, bud.
All right, Dad.
Hey, don't let Dixie up on my bed.
All right.
Where's she at?
In my room, I think.
Is she?
I have no idea.
Well, don't let her up on my bed, man. I can't stand that.
Okay.
Because she gets hair all over my bed.
Bet.
They don't know that. So, like, I just...
Can y'all hear me?
Baby, what you doing? Yank it. Can you hear us, Adam?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear us, Adam?
You can probably hear us. He just can't have his mic. Like I did. Go take your push to talk button off.
Yeah, auto sets to push the
Is
top.
it open?
I guess when you get that fixed, do you want to do an actual match, Adam, or do you want to do a round of versus AI?
Actual match.
Are you going to get the battle pass, Whitney?
I don't know.
Can you hear me? No.
He said actual match. Okay.
I don't know how to get my headset.
So-
Like I hear y'all fine, but I can't get my mic set up.
We'll do unranked. Do you want to do mystery heroes? Question mark or
Don't start it yet. Hold on.
open queue or roll queue? Because we're gonna do unranked, obviously. You gotta change it from push to talk. You gotta turn that off.
I already did that.
It's oh.
How to get your microphone set up on Overwatch 2?
I don't know then. It might be something in your actual mic settings. You have group voice chat. Oh no, hang on. Yeah, I don't know then if you got all of that from set to open mic. Lauren, where's your how are you doing in Overwatch right now? What percentage are you at? Last time I seen your controller, it was like plugged in on the floor.
And you can right click on it and select enable. Make sure your headset mic is set
Oh,
as your
Adam,
default.
Whitney can't find her cord to her controller. If you can hear me, so look at the group chat in Snap.
Last time, my controller died, so I can't hear anything, and I cannot find my cord. Adam, have you seen my cord? Did you take my cord?
It would have been on the ground by your PS5 stuff.
I have my watch cord and something else on the floor. My headset was plugged in my controller.
Just use your phone cord if you can't find it.
Recording device, and you should
Yeah,
be
your
good to
phone
go.
cord should work
If
too,
you're using
Whitney.
a laptop with a built-in microphone, that should also show up on this list. Oftentimes, laptops will have the built-in mic set as the default recording device, and will use it rather than your headset mic, so you may need to set your headset mic as the default rather than the built-in mic. At this point, you should see the green bars light up over here when you talk. If you're not seeing any action there, then click mic and then click Properties.
Hello, hello.
In this window, we want to click on the Levels tab and make sure your mic is not muted and adjust the level of the headset mic as the default rather than the built-in mic. If you're using a laptop with a built-in microphone,
Alright. I'm back.
We're still waiting on Adam to get his mic stuff fixed.
Dang.
make sure your headset mic is set as your default recording device.
How do you unlock these icons?
What do you mean? Like for like what I have right now?
Yeah.
Hello?
You get loot boxes basically.
Mm.
Like originally, I don't know how you do it now, because it doesn't really look like they have a loot box system anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like they just have like COD, how they have the shop.
Hello?
It says they're all locked except for the dark, the light,
Hello?
and the rainbow. And I want a different one.
Hello?
Yeah, you'll just have to unlock them. They might have some on the battle pass.
Hello?
They got sprays on the battle pass. Like backers.
Hello? Hello?
Of the battle pass. Yep, they have icons.
Hello?
But like, you know, I wouldn't be buying anything unless if you're sure you're actually gonna be
Hello?
into Overwatch and be playing it.
Yeah.
Taking us to the practice range, Adam. Bullshitting around so you can see some people.
All days and nights. That's cool. Have this.
Where's the fun in playing fair?
Okay, so invisible. Well, you probably don't see me as invisible. She runs faster when she's invisible. Here's her translocator. Then you just... And then this right here, you're next to an enemy, it hacks them and they can't use their like extra stuff. Like if you were hacking Sombra, she wouldn't go invisible, she wouldn't be able to use her translocator or the super for like a small period of time.
So wait until this process ends and it will resolve your issue. So it is giving you the option to turn off sound effects and enhancement. I will just click on yes, open audio. Complete. So these are the audio enhancements if you want to.
Oh, hang on a second. Where is a
enhancements and click on apply, click on
that's
OK.
morbid.
So you can see
He used to not have oh, okay, follow me.
Close and try to restart the computer once and check if the issue resolves or not.
Right here.
If the issue doesn't resolve, we have to follow another method.
Huh? Oh.
Is to click on
so now,
box and then type sound.
Since you hacked it, this will spawn faster than usual. This is like a 250 health recovery right here.
Right click on this blank space and
L1.
on show disconnected devices.
Hello?
It is already checked for me.
There you go. You're invisible now.
No microphone is there.
But you can be detected. So like if they shoot you on accident while whatever, or if you hack somebody, you can get detected. Get up here. Oh, her ultimate is like an
EMP activated.
It's like a what the fuck is it called?
EMP activated.
An EMP. Yeah, there we go. Basically, if you do the EMP in a group of enemies, it renders all of their stuff useless.
Hello? Hello, 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 hello.
Alright, I'm gonna go switch my character.
I was about to say fuck
you can
it,
always,
use my,
if you want to switch characters to try them out, you can always go back to where we came from and hold square, I think it is for you. This is Bastion. He can turn into a little bot like this.
Hello, 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 hello.
He actually, at this form, he used to shoot faster. He can also heal himself. Oh, that's... what the fuck? That's new. What is that?
Overwatch, microphone not working.
What is this? Oh, Bastion can't heal himself anymore. I don't think. No, he can't heal himself anymore. Sebastian used to be able to do some self heals, so he wouldn't die so quick. That is fascinating.
The first thing you guys want to do if you guys want to go ahead and fix your mic inside of Overwatch is the first thing you guys want to do is unplug it and plug it back in.
Heroes never die.
The first thing you guys want to do. If you guys haven't done
So the heroes never die thing, if I died and you did that next to me after that, it would res
A problem that I see usually with PS5 and Xbox
My
users,
cooldown period.
or PS4 and Xbox users, is that the game chat is not switched on or not turned on. If you guys need to fix this, simply go ahead to your system preferences inside, or first of all, go to your settings inside of your PlayStation or your Xbox. I'm on a PlayStation user, so I mostly know about that, but I can help out with PC as well, and I know some knowledge about Xbox. But again, this problem is for usually PlayStation and PC players. So what you guys want to do is you guys want to go ahead to your settings if you are on PlayStation. After that, you guys want to go ahead and click voice, and make sure your game audio is allowed to be shared, and make sure your game audio is in game chat. Again, make sure you guys game audio is in game chat, and if you guys want to hear it through your voice, especially if you guys want to hear your voice, or you guys want to hear their voices inside of your mic, make sure when you guys are exiting or press the PlayStation button on your controller. After that, slide over to the voice section or the sound section, and select your output device as the TV first, and then select it back as the microphone you are using. This usually works, and it usually works like this just because it needs to reset the microphone, and the microphone was reset to a party chat before that, which is usually what happens, because usually people talk in party chat rather than game chat. But if it happens to work like this, simply just make sure you switch it out, and you guys should be good to go. If you guys are thinking about
Overwatch 2 microphone not working. Reddit. Mostly, yeah. For the most time. Hello, hello, hello. So, hello?
Adam's
Hello?
joined us, but I don't think he
Oh.
can. If you're talking, I still can't hear you.
Only in unity will we find strength.
Widowmaker here.
You might like Widowmaker.
What about now?
So the thing about Widowmaker is whenever you go to snipe, you gotta wait until it powers all the way up if you want to get a good shot in, but you can always shoot before that powers all the way up. Like, you don't have to wait, it's just not going to be as powerful. And then you can also shoot without having aim in, and it turns into a machine gun.
Ooh.
Oh, this is her little grabby deal that Adam was talking about. Like, you can grab it, and it will take you up to where
What
you
is
grabbed.
this
That
thing?
if an enemy runs into it, it'll explode and turn into like a poisonous gas that damages them.
Oh.
And then this is her ult, and basically it makes it see enemies through walls.
Hmm.
Engage without mercy. No one can hide from my sight.
Why
Who
are
else?
Why is my HyperX mic displaying as a speaker? Why is my HyperX mic displaying as a speaker?
Oh, that is much harder to control than it was before.
Yo, what's up everybody, it's Rich here, and today I want to speak about an issue.
Hello, hello, hello.
No, most people have, but no, most people don't know what to do when it.
Hello.
Here's Wrecking Ball.
Wrecking Ball online.